So, do I have to swim now? Getting a swimming feeling here. Oh no, no, it was over the bridge, wasn't it? Yeah. Things I've already seen and explored. But the fact is, because I've already seen them, my mind's almost automatically like, well, that's not the way. The way must be where I can't see things. But because I'm scanning everything so friggin' fast now, I know where everything is all the time. And we can do that to find out where everything is all the time. Yep, cool. And we can find out that actually this is a platforming section. I feel like the performance of the game is starting to drop a little bit. It has held up surprisingly well to say that it does seem to document all the things forever. But eventually there are only so many numbers of dots that your CPU can possibly remember the positions of. Are we actually out of the caves now? Is this it? Are we here? Lake exits. Oh yeah, we just passed Lake exit. Right. We can see the last place I did the burst from. I wasn't actually that far when I did that. Huh. Okay, right, so then we're heading on this way. Cool, 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 cool. I mean, we're up to what, 1600, 1700, historically speaking? I wonder how much history is actually covered in these caves. I wonder how many millennia, how many centuries, how much stuff happened down here. And these are some pretty friggin' massive caves as well. Right. Get some detail. I mean, even though I've already picked everything out, so when everything is kind of blue in the background, you kind of almost need to move a little bit just to pick out the details as well. Which so often when I'm using the burst, I just like, that didn't actually necessarily seem to help. But then as soon as you start walking, you can pick out the details a lot better. I guess it's just dots moving relative to other dots kind of give you a better degree of perspective. If you just fire the burst in one direction, none of the dots are like positioned relative to any other dots, and it all just kind of is one big blue mush. Out. That's a boat. The boat moves, yet the boat retains its particles. Interesting. Okay, now it's a rail shooter. Okay. I guess I should, like, scan the local area? Oh no, I actually straight up have control over the boat. Sweet, no, it's not a rail shooter, it's a sailing game. That's pretty cool. I'm on board with sailing. That's how you get through a waterlogged tunnel, I guess. So I mean, what era are we in now that there's just like a friggin' a reasonably recent-looking rowboat just sat here? This rowboat's like, I would say this rowboat dates to within the last 2 centuries at least. Maybe. Oh, I've beached it. That's a big ass looking cavern coming up. Well, it's gonna be hard to top the last cavern. The last cavern was pretty huge. Oh! Those are not my dots. Those are some natural ass dots. Kind of inclined to do this without the scanner. Part of me wants to use the scanner, but it's like, hey, they got pretty music playing, they got a pretty ceiling. Oh man, I guess I just want to get the bottom really, so I can see where the edges of the water are. This is all very, very pretty. I like it. Yeah, I guess go too dark, you can't actually see anything. Although we also seem to be running out of stars as well, so There's the edge of that. Oh, another cabin. I kind of almost wish it actually did take the scanner off you for this bit. I don't seem to have a lot of control over my boat here. I'm not sure if they're currents or what. So I can see there's another cabin up ahead. Yeah, okay. Neat. Scooch a colour here now. And the sort of just the starry ceiling, as it were. I know it's not stars, but the starry ceiling is kind of very pretty on its own. But then so's the world when you just put the colour everywhere as well. So I don't know. I don't know which I want. I don't know if I want it with colour or not. This is interesting. Those are clearly some pillars here, but the lighting's all on one side of it. Because I can just do this and light up the other side. Oh man, it's cool. I think I'm heading this way. Hard to tell without scanning anything, but I don't want to scan things. Map. Is my map? The map does not show me the natural light. The map only shows me... Why would it? It's a scientific mapping device. It's designed to show me where has been mapped. If I haven't mapped it, it doesn't show up on the device. Can't tell where I'm going here, though. Okay. There is a... Okay. This looked a lot smaller than it is. I think this is where we're going, right? Yes. Yeah, this archway would have been very difficult to pick out without actually painting it. Hey, there are less dots on my boat. It's as though they have actually faded somewhat. Maybe there really are a finite number of dots. You can just have, like, just only, like, a crap ton of them. I dig this bit of the game. This is a nice bit of the game. I don't know, part of me feels like it's maybe coming to some sort of conclusion. I don't feel like this is a game that wants to be really long. I feel like it could outstay its welcome if it pushed it too long. And I feel like it could be coming to some sort of conclusion, but I have felt like that for a while as well. It has felt for a little bit like this game could just be like, and you're out of the cave, congratulations. But walking simulators often have that problem where it's just like, okay, I'm kind of bored of walking now, so, you know, for this kind of game, a few hours is probably about as much as they really want to be. With a few strange exceptions to the genre. Eidolon is a pretty good example for the folks who know that one, which is like, there's very little to do in the world, honestly, and there seem to be, like, actually to see everything, many tens, if not hundreds of hours of content. How'd you get out of a boat now? Oh, jump. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Ooh, there's a thing. Ooh, and like a aurora-y. I love it when you look back through a wall and it all looks like some of the weird nebula aurora thing. Okay. Let me just, scan you a bit better. Interesting that he's glitching out, but he's still casting a shadow as well in the room. My scanner still scans the dude. But the dude, like, isn't there? He was like a glitch? Okay, so, oh, well, yeah, he had like a pickaxe, didn't he? And these are minecarts. So we are into like a totally different era now. We moved beyond witch hunting era and now into kind of an industrial era. Material scanner. Press tab to switch to sensor mode. What? So I can see right, so many have died down here. So all rock just appears green in material mode. Miners that came to work, they were just as superstitious, they were terrified of this place. And then the minecarts, which are metal, show up. Right, huh. All those that lost their lives to negligence, they trapped down here too. I wonder if you could go back through everything and re-scan it with the material scanner. And find out what everything was made of. See all the different materials. I mean, admittedly, like 90% plus of the game is just rock, so much of it would be green, I'm certain of that. But then you had like the dining room and stuff that would be made of wood. The monastery bit. So I'm not sure what brown must be wood, I guess? Yeah, and we've got more metal. So there's a metal structure holding up a wooden bridge kind of thing. Oh, shoot! The bridge collapsed and all the miners fell to their deaths down here. Oh, damn. That's where all the debris is. It seemed like that was moving. A little bit. But it's not going to collapse on me. Again, we've kind of not really had much in the way of moving actual structures yet, though, so. I don't think this actually really, you know, functionally does anything for the game. Everything up to now has been like, this changes things. I mean, admittedly, you could probably have gotten away without the resolution upgrades. That probably wouldn't necessarily have changed the game, but it made the game at a point at which you're like, yes, okay, I have been scanning things for a while now. It kind of improved the scanning experience, so it was appreciated. Came at the right time. But the material thing, I guess, just seems to add flavor to the world more so than anything else. Doesn't really add any specific functionality that aids you in any way, or speeds things up. It just makes things look different in a way that conveys information onto you. But then that's pretty interesting in itself. I mean, you could probably have figured out that this was like a wooden structure. You could probably, you know, we've been over wooden structures already. You could kind of see. Like, you can see their boards. You can probably figure out their wood. I guess that rock fell onto the thing and knocked a chunk of it out. Was there a cave-in at some point? Then that rock probably fell through this gap. Can I... Is this a jump I make? Yeah, I guess so. Alley-oop! What is this? There's blue! What is blue? What is a blue thing? Is blue... plastic? Or concrete? Or... It almost feels decidedly even more modern again. I don't know what's going on there. What is this? What is? If I tab, does it change things? Not helpfully. Don't know what that was. There's a crashed minecart. Okay, we should head towards this. It's clearly forward through the times. You can kind of see what appears to be blue things off in the distance as well, though. Somewhere where I have been before. Can we... How much resolution do we get? Do we get enough to see things? What was blue in the past? Oh yeah, so when I was like, I wonder if everything can be scanned. Yeah, the wood is still wood. The blue is still blue. Most of it is green, because most of it is stone. What was blue then? Because there's a lot of blue stuff very early on. Blue almost kind of denotes like man-made stone versus the green of the natural stone. It would seem like. Intriguing. Oh, hey, we got some auto scanners. Hi. You wanna illuminate the world for me? Together we shall reveal all. Okay, there's an artificial stairway here. What have you revealed? I don't feel like you revealed all that much. They kind of give you a hint as to where to look. It's like, it's a big room. Here are things. Probably scan them in a little bit more resolution than you have done. That's just a wall, isn't it? Because this is... So what I'm seeing behind there is the structures I've already been over. But this clearly kind of comes up over the bridge, I think. I don't know what this is. I mean, I feel like if I drop down, I'm not going to be able to get back up. I might be able to get to the other bit, I don't know. I don't want to drop down, I want to not be able to get back up. I'm probably going to fall off the bridge now anyway, and then end up having to get back up that way. Does it matter that all of this is in my memory? Oh, well, that's not a root, that's a wall. Huh. Does it make it any less real? Ah. I was there, I was the first. So are we just replaying a scientist's sort of recording of his exploration of the cave? That's all this is, just a video. That's why there are glitches. There are glitches in the recording. It didn't record properly. Hey, they didn't make it. They didn't jump as well as I did. They probably got caught off guard. Woo! He was safely over here. Hey, his pickaxe is made of brown. I feel like the head of the pickaxe should be white, right? Sign is orange. Okay, because the people are brown as well, so I guess the people are made of wood. Or it just kind of denotes organic matter, I suppose. I guess the signs just have like some sort of paper or cardboard kind of thing stuck to them, which is why that's brown. It'd be weird to have like I don't know, would it have wood on it? Would a sign have wood? Nah, probably not. The railings and the signs kind of give this almost like a museum kind of vibe now. It's like, this is just the early bit of the mines. We've turned it into a museum. Warn people never to dig underground again. Or they will all die. Cultists. Or tried as witches. Or just mine collapse. There are many ways to die underground. Let's explore them in the Museum of Underground Death.